Now, are you looking for some Gran Turismo 7 beginner driving tips for road cars? Well, if you are, you come to the right place. I'm a top split A+ driver in Gran Turismo Online, but that's normally in high downforce aerodynamically and mechanically, sort of GT3 cars, GT4 cars. Road cars are completely different. If you take the same driving fundamentals as you do in a GT3 to a road car, you will have a really frustrating time. And I know a lot of you watching are kind of there at the moment. Road cars are really difficult to race. Now, luckily, I've raced road cars in real life. I've also driven a GT3 Ferrari in real life. So I can confirm that what Gran Turismo 7 is doing here is actually quite accurate. So I'm going to run through some essentially secret driving tips that should enable you to master driving road cars. And they are some of the most fun cars to race. Have some great battles in road cars, arguably more than GT3s. So the first thing we want to talk about is getting smoothly off the brake pedal. You might think that's a really weird thing to talk about, getting smoothly off the brake pedal. You might think getting smoothly on the brake is important. I would say getting smoothly off the brake in a road car is more important than getting smoothly on it. Right, I'm going to show you now what happens if I get off the brake really aggressively. The last two corners weren't really good corners for that. So here we go. I'm going to brake here. And as I get off the brake like that, super aggressively, the car just rotates. So smoothly off the brake here aggressively. Look. Do you see how the car jumps a little bit? I'll show you again at the left-hander after this if I get off the brake too aggressively. Are we ready? And again, perfect. There we go. Did you see how the car just snatched up? You can't afford to do that in road cars. You need to be super smooth getting off the brake and carry the speed through. So I'm going to show you the hairpin here at the end of the deep forest lap. And if you're someone that is driving road cars and coming out of corners is really difficult, I can almost guarantee that you're getting off the brake way too aggressively as you're starting to apply the turning. It's not trail braking. So we're coming in here very aggressive on the brakes. You can see my input there, very aggressive. But then I'm going to come off the brake really nice and smoothly and have a nice exit. So the way to imagine that is imagine there's a piece of spring in between your steering wheel and the brake pedal. And as you turn the steering wheel more, you need to come off the brake more. So you want to be smooth on the steering and you want to be smooth on the pedal. I'll try and show you here. Don't really know my braking point here for the first corner of deep forest in these cars, but I'm going to try my best. So here we go. I'm going to brake now. Gone a bit deeper. We're still just going to try and be a bit smooth coming off. And if we'd snatched it there, if we were running out of space and like, oh dear, I've got to go off the brake, that would have been a really bad story. I think the whole back end probably would have come around. Again, I'm going to try and smooth it here. So as they say, smooth is fast. You can see us now catching the car ahead. We don't want to go into the barrier there like we did on the previous lap. Nice, nice, nice. Smooth, see, no snatching. And again, off the brake really smoothly. And onto the power. It's easier to control the power getting the throttle down than it is if you're very aggressive on the brake, because a brake snatches a car almost immediately. When you get on the throttle and you have that oversteer, you can control that. That's a little bit slower. So really important tip, and if you want to work out what you're doing at home, if there's any way that you can record your footage using the PlayStation's internal recording feature, and then have a look back, it doesn't need to be particularly high quality, you will see. Now I want to show you another secret technique, but to do that we need to get out of deep forest. All I ask is at this moment, if you're enjoying the video and it's helping you, please do make sure it's subscribed, and if you're any sort of forums or chat groups, feel free to share the video there and for everyone to slate me. Right, let's go to the next tip. So for the next tip, I've come here to the west coast of America, to Laguna Seca. This is all on the hardest Sophie difficulty, by the way. And I want to tell you about something else that you have to do with road cars, and that again is in the braking phase, but it's something different. Something that you do extremely differently in GT3 cars. In fact, GT3 cars in Gran Turismo are really unrealistic for this and will actually teach you some bad habits. But I'm going to show you what you should be doing here in road cars. We're going to come into a braking zone here, not this one, next corner, for the upcoming left-hander, and I want you to show you what I do through the gears to maximise the engine braking. You ready? Now, in a GT3 car, I would have been down those gears faster than I would if I was shooting a semi-automatic rifle. But in a road car, the destabilising effect it has when you go down the gears can be really, really, really pronounced, especially somewhere like this. This is why I came here. The corkscrew, such a brutal entrance, and we're coming in a bit crooked. See how slowly I'm taking it to get down to second gear. So if you're smashing those downshifts, and I'll show you the effect it will happen in a couple of corners, you will just end up basically unsettling the car in a load of ways which are undesirable. So we're going to go through the last corner here again. I'm going to show you the right way of doing this. Tend to always brake too late here. Really patient. Brake too late, get punted. Usual story. Right, here we go. Coming to turn 1. I'm going to smash down the gears here. Going to smash down the gears. And we're going to see the effect it's going to have on the Nissan Z Performance. Z Performance. Right, ready? Could you see? Did you see the way the car there was just uncontrollably going to the right-hand side in a really unpredictable way? I was expecting the car really to come to the left if it was going to be unsettled. But when you snatch the gearing like that and the car seizes up, it's super, super, super unpredictable. So you can imagine if you're coming into a braking zone and you're going down the gears very quickly and you're coming off the brake very quickly and you feel like you're doing things fast, it's actually counterintuitive. I want to show you again here. I'm going to smash down the gears. Ready? Nah, just impossible. Just literally impossible to deal with. So you've got to be smooth in road cars. And if you see my videos of me racing the Mazda MX-5, then you'll see just how sort of smooth I try being. I talk about it being smooth on the gearing. Obviously in a car like this, you might... Well, this probably has flappy paddles. But another, have a look at the inside. Is it flappies? Yeah, it is flappies. But even when I drove a Toyota Supra on a racetrack on flappy paddles, you still need to be super smooth. And I was being too aggressive down the gears in real life and noticing the destabilising effect it was having. Let's see if we can get around this last corner here. So I want to tell you about the last tip in this video that's really going to help you drive road cars. And I actually really hope this is helpful because I know so many of you like driving road cars because you want to drive the car of your dreams in Gran Turismo. And I think that's actually, don't tell the multiplayer people, but I think that's the essence of Gran Turismo, isn't it? So coming in here for what I think is the last lap. Actually going to take. I'm going to do it smooth this time. Ready? See, I'm not even on full brake there. I just... all my concentration is on keeping it really, really, really smooth. These are some very difficult corners, by the way, at Laguna Seca, so you have to... There we go, a bit of oversteer on the exit. But like I said, that's not too bad to control on the exit because it happens at a relatively gradual speed compared to the snatching we had on the downshifts. So the other thing I want to talk about in road cars is being super, 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 super focused on your steering angle. And by that I mean, if you apply too much lock in a road car, you're almost inevitably going to lose time. I want to show you just how smooth the movements I'm making here. This is on my Logitech G Pro direct drive wheel, but the principles apply to if you're on a controller as well. It's really, really, really subtle movement, and this again is something that I've really had to learn from in real life, because you can feel the car being unsettled by the G-force in real life. You can see here, and it means I end up driving more with my pedals, driving more with my feet, or steering more with my feet, and I'm keeping the steering wheel nicely planted. So again, we're going to try and go up the inside here. It's a tight corner, but look how smooth I am on the exit. If I panic there and tried to correct too quickly, the back end of the car would come round. So 3 really important tips for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, there's another great guide here, so watch this guide if you want to get really, really fast in Gran Turismo. I hope you enjoyed it.